to the Iwanyawu, and now the princess herself, that is what I love to call her, the mama of Nigeria, the late Onyeka Onwenu. I just have to add that because she passed away, and her heart goes to her family. And we will be talking extensively concerning that as well. As Obayori, we hear that he will be in action later today, having lost his first game yesterday. Not looking good for Team Nigeria. And if you check out him, he's a Franklin Imona. That is what matters me. But you know me as Uncle Boy, the finest uncle talking sport in the capital city and beyond. Reporting live on the show. Catch us live on YouTube. We are currently streaming on our YouTube page, Voice of the People 96.1 Abuja. That is VOP 96.1 Abuja. Same as the address on our Radio Garden app. And of course, we've got one man joining us on the show, Spot Bishop. We've got
Mr. J. Mr. J, welcome to the show. Talk to us. How are you feeling? It is a sporty midweek.
And he laughs.
Well, I'm not feeling very fine with the performance of Team Nigeria. I look for where our nation is.
Is it anywhere you turn? It's just not happening.
It's not just happening now. Losing Nigerians and then Nigerians losing the games. I don't know. I don't know. But then, what can we say? It's game, and I was so optimistic, but I don't know. It's like the whole optimism is falling down.
Okay, guys, don't forget we'll talk more about that on the shows. Come on, just relax, okay? Come on, you know how we do it. You can listen to us anywhere in the world. Just download the Radio Garden app from your Apple or iOS store, and voila, will be in your speakers. You can watch us live on YouTube, like Fanboy did say. Come on. It's just Voice of the People, 96.1 from Abuja. And of course, guys, be feel free to interrupt us on the show because the phone line is officially up and running. Come on, talk to us, interrupt us. Come on, the numbers are 0808-312-8618. I'll take that again, 0808-312-8618. Drop your SMS, your WhatsApp messages, WhatsApp voice note, WhatsApp call. Call us on that number. But we've got Oliver Twist. We've got another number, and Faber will help us with that one.
0700 010 961 961. 0700 010 961 961. That's our other line. Feel free to hit us up with your call, WhatsApp voice note, WhatsApp call, as well as a WhatsApp message. Explore all these avenues to get us live on the show.
Okay, guys, without wasting much time, let the party begin. And you know how we do that. We head out to the local scene. Okay, where else begin from? Of course, the live game going on right now all the way from Paris, guys. It is not good readings for Team Nigeria. And of course, the Super Falcons of Nigeria, they have been beaten by 3-1. It's halftime in that encounter that is played at the Stade de la Beaujeu. And of course, Emrica Caderes from Venezuela is the center referee. Goes in that encounter coming from no other than Hamona in the 22nd minute, Tanaka made it 2-0 in the 32nd minute. Jennifer Chegine put a goal back in the 42nd minute, but before halftime, a fantastic free kick there by Kitaikawa ensured that Japan goes into the break with a 2-goal lead. Quite some changes made by Code Randy Wildrop in the starting lineup, started leaving Ostrola, of course, returning back Jennifer Chegine in the starting lineup, but unfortunately for guys, you know what it is? It is sour grapes, sour feeling. And for Jay, yet again another loss.
Well, for Team Nigeria, the Super Falcons, all we need is a win in this game. And not
a
just
2-goal win.
A win with a 2-goal margin.
Absolutely.
At least with the scoreline of 3-1, we have to score at least 4 goals. Did I say 4? 5 goals in order to restore at least a 2-goal margin for us to stand any chance of qualification into the knockout stages. Why? Canada, we hear that the appeal was overturned.
Yeah.
Yes, it was overturned
because
by.
they said no. the points have been deducted and it has been deducted.
So the 6 pointers stands and giving the Super Falcons a chance of progressing. And what is the chance? Beat Japan by at least a 2 goals margin. And with the team losing 3-1 in the first half, Mr. J is just not happy. He is sad. He's disturbed. He's heartbroken.
I think you followed the game live, Jay.
Well, yeah, I've been following the game live, and you know, going into these games, I was one of the most optimistic Nigerians. Besides the people at the helm of the affairs, that we are definitely going to pull out some an upset because if you look at the group who are pitched in, we look the
weaker,
the weakest. Not even we look the weakest. But then believing in football and hoping that football is something that is full of surprises. But then it is not going our way so far. Where we ought to have picked at least a point, we lost it the opening game against Brazil. The second game we put in all our efforts. We fought seriously against the Spaniard, who still lost 1-0 to them. But what is happening now is like
they had given up all of hope.
It's a completely different ball game. We are not playing. Thanks to our players. I must be sincere. Apart from Eshegini, that I see a glimpse of light in him. Honestly, I'm not pleased with the performance I've seen, and then the lead for the Japanese, well deserved.
Is there a way back for Nigeria?
Actually, for me, there's no way back, because the team, if you look at them, they're mentally down, they're emotionally depressed, they do not have what it takes for them to come back to win this game. It is not all in football, if you permit me to digress a little bit. Our sport in all aspects so far in the Olympics has been shambolic, except the basketball. So it is more or less a collective issue. For the Super Falcons, 16 years they have been absent from the Olympic Games. Coming back, 3 games, no win. So far they have conceded 5 goals in the Olympic and scored just 1. Courtesy of from the scoring boots of a certain Echegini. And if you ask me, it is end of the road for the Falcons.
It is not over yet.
Let's take this call. Hello, what's the name? Where are you calling from? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What's the name and where are you calling from?
This is Evidence, Emmanuel. Can you hear me?
Evidence, I can hear you. Sound and clear.
Sorry, good evening. Good evening, Uncle Five and Mr. J.
Good evening, bro.
Good evening.
The only fact that the Super Falcon will come back is to come back home.
Wow.
We are coming back home. We are not coming back in this game. See, I don't blame those guys, so, to be honest. It's the preparation I blame. I blame the NFL. The way they prepared those games before this game was not that will take home, that we are going there to perform.
Okay.
No preparation. They only play one friendly game, and you expect them to perform magic. There's lack of preparation that is causing all these things. So good luck to them. Let them come back home and prepare again. Thank you. I'll see you all later. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, just like Evidence did, guys, you can be part of the show. Let's talk Super Falcons. Come on, take the road. What do you think about the Super Falcons' performance at the Olympic Games? Is there a chance for them to come back in this encounter, or maybe it is done and dusted? The numbers are simple: 0808-312-8618. 0808-312-8618. Fine boy, the other number?
If you are the other number, actually, that you can reach us live on the show, 0700 010 961 961. 0700 010 961 961.
Let's talk to Super Falcons and let's hope and see where that come from. The second half has just begun in that encounter, and it looks like, come on guys, it's hotting up in the studio. Hello, what's the name where you calling from?
Hello, bro, Sport Bishop.
My brother, what's the name and where you calling from?
This is Demola from Jeremy.
Demola, what?
It's been a long hiatus. Did you go for a sabbatical?
I just work. I always listen, but no chance to most of the time.
Good to know.
Good to know that you're still part of the family. Talk to us.
I'm not blame the girls though.
Okay. Who you go blame? Demola?
I will blame entire Nigeria. I don't blame the guy.
Including Fire Boy and
All of
No, with exception.
you know that for elders they make up for they say if somewhere they pay if they pay we affect the leg.
Okay.
Well, our football federation they are not function well. How you want the player to function well? We should not blame them. They try all their best now. Say them never fit qualify for the Olympics. And they put them for the top group where they know say even though they get wish and wizard for that team, they don't go fit qualify. They don't see other group full them. Now the group will be say Brazil, Spain, Japan, the most dangerous.
But it's football that is draws. What do you expect?
I'm not. If from beginning I did not expect. I did not expect any magic from them to qualify from that group.
So you are happy with them coming back?
And they should come back. They should come and join us tomorrow.
It's all right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much.
They really try.
Okay.
They really try. Only the next time they should add more effort. Then try. Then try. So we should not discourage them that they did not try. They did not. Then try all their best. Don't forget all the people that they are playing with. They are world champion. We are African champion.
Yes, it was something that the team actually prepared well. And if you look at the team spot, Bishop, the two games we played against Brazil and Spain, we were not clinical. We had a in the dressing room. We didn't pick it up right from the hotel room, and the girls are just like we were saying off the mic that if we end up losing the game, perhaps the team might just go back and continue their TikTok.
Say something.
It's a game of football. You understand? Even though I said earlier that my level of optimism had dropped.
Okay.
But then you can never say never until it is over. The game is still on. Watching the game,
Do you believe the
I was
Super Falcons
thinking
can score
Is
five
there
goals?
Like 4 more goals.
Under
four more goals.
Coach Randy Waldron,
Who hardly score goals?
that's my point.
It's average of 1 goal every other game.
Magudu is a better coach when it comes to goal scoring, playing attacking football, free flowing football.
Fine
I
boy.
want to raise the argument because
Fine boy.
if we had attacked against Spain,
Would you prefer this game?
exactly to be like 3-0, we lose because we won't attack very handsomely.
I want to hear your question.
Okay, will you prepare this game be stopped now and the whole 3 points be and the goals that there's no hope for us? We can't do anything in this game again. There's nothing left for Nigeria in this game again.
Before the game, we knew that we needed a win against Japan, at least with a 2-goal margin. You look at Coach Randy Waldron in his last 17 games with the Super Falcons. Only once have we managed a 3-goal. We have scored 3 goals in a game, and that came against New Zealand in the World Cup, where we won 3-2, courtesy of a certain Azizat Oshoala scoring the 3rd goal in the group stage in the last Women's World Cup. In his reign, we hardly score goals. And this team needed to at least get 2 goals and soak up the pressure.
But then is there any time?
Lock up the defense. You know that Canada have lost their appeal. Spain and Brazil, they have a slim chance to progress, even with the Super Falcons are winning this game. All we need to do is score goals, and we are not scoring the goals. That is where my fear lies, Mr. J.
Anyway, guys, the changes have been made. Just at halftime, we saw Chidima Okeke being replaced by Nico Payne, and of course, Mina Tanaka, one of the goal scorers, replaced by Kiko Sieke. It's so far so good at 55 minutes, and it is Japan 3, Nigeria 1. Okay, let's move quickly, guys. I'm still talking Nigerian women football. We had the Falcons yesterday walloped 20 Badgers by 6 goals to the scratch that in a friendly game at the main board of the National Stadium in Abuja. They won that game as they continued their warm-up for the Under-20 World Cup under coach a certain Christopher Danjuma, who deployed the whole players in camp to have a feel of the tough in executing that game. And also we hear that the team will leave for the Under-20 World Cup on the 18th of August. It has been confirmed. The finals will be in Colombia. We all know. And of course, Nigeria, Morocco, Cameroon, Ghana will be a representative of Africa. There's Zoom training on the 17th of July. And in Group D with Germany, Venezuela, Korea. The competition will begin on the 31st of August and end on the 22nd of September, and this will be the first time ever where 24 teams will participate.
And the team has been fantastic. Looking at the under-20 teams at the Falcons going to the World Cup, they have been very, very impressive. In the last edition, we were at the losing finalists. We went all.
We're always losing in the finals. It's our hobby. And we lose to the same opponent, Germany.
Well. But all in all, it spells that the team have been good so far in the Women's World Cup. Unlike the Super Falcons, unlike the Flamingos, we have been very, very terrible in the World Cup. With early preparation, players are going to camp as early as possible.
Yeah, they've been here for a very long time. 30 players to pick from.
Quality friendlies, if you ask me.
Honey Badgers, quality friendly. Franklin.
That's what I'm saying.
Honey Badgers.
Give them quality friendlies and also help the team mentally and psychologically.
Okay.
Each time we go, we know that the final is the benchmark. Perhaps this might be a year of breaking that jinx. If you ask me, this might just
somebody's not confused.
As well as it is the Falcons under-20, I am always optimistic.
Somebody's not confused, Mr. J. You are nodding your head in disbelief when he said he was optimistic about winning the Under-20 World Cup.
16 years waiting to get to the Olympics.
Yeah, and this disaster.
And what?
That's for the Super Falcons. That's for the Super Falcons. The Falcons have been a serial winner.
They've not won the Under-20 World Cup. Don't forget, 2 finals they've lost twice. They've not won it.
They've not won
it. Serial winner. It look like they won it before.
When I say serial winner, I mean making it as far as the final.
Yeah. Or kudos to them for going. We must acknowledge that. But then the way the whole thing is going on, I don't just want to give myself another belief that will end up in me disbelieving that this is not what I expected. As for me now, the advice I have for everyone, we'll continue to support our own, but then whatever we see, we should be ready to take it. We should be ready to take it.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand?
Okay, guys, don't forget, we did tell you that, of course, yesterday we will be having no other than the general coordinator of the tournament, talking about, of course, the Unity pre-season tournament that will take place in Abuja. We had a Naswa United, Niger Tornadoes, and defending champions of the Unity pre-season tournament have confirmed the participation that will be holding in Abuja from the 11th to the 18th of August 2024. Confirming these, we hear that the coordinator, chief coordinator Patrick Udogu, who's known as Udogu, said that the 3 teams have completed all the modalities for the participation and are ready to go. He said from the little chat we had yesterday that more teams are also churning in to participate, and we'll see whether we can reach out to him, Patrick Ngwago, the general coordinator of that tournament, to get his 2 cents on what he thinks about that one that will take place later next month as the teams begin to gear up for the start of the Nigerian Premier Football League that will begin as early as the 31st of August 2024. So wait and see how that one will pan out. We'll see it and see how it will pan out, and we'll get to hear. Hopefully, if we can get to Patrick Ngwogo. But we did talk about that but we brushed on that yesterday about the preseason tournament and how important this is as teams begin to get up for the start of the new season.
Absolutely. Looking at the likes of Niger Tornadoes and Nasarawa United, of course, our own EFCC FC. We'll be participating in that team. It looks like it's going to be robust. As for the likes of the NPFL teams coming into this one, Mr. J, they have said that this will look like a pre-season, more like what Arsenal love to play, the Emirates Cup. Yes, that this will just be a big
slap on all Arsenal fans and their title aspirations
in their preparation for the next season. I want to see how the city of Abuja will be engrossed with these teams coming to come play good football, courtesy of the Unity Cup competition. I want to see the likes of defending champions, Enugu Rangers, even though they haven't indicated interest to be part of the team. I hope they also come around. And not forgetting Abia Warriors. I want to see Bayelsa United. I want to see Rivers United with Finidi George coming back to Abuja. I want to see all all these clubs that have those coaches, let's at least use this competition to examine their teams heading into the next season. And most importantly, Sport Bishop, the teams that will be representing the country in the tournament, in the continent, a team like Aimba FC, teams like Remo Stars, teams like Economy Warriors, and of course defending champions Enugu Rangers. The Unity Cup is a competition that is open for as many teams as possible. Knockout competition.
Yeah.
You're knocked out, you go home.
Okay, let's move forward, guys. Wait and see what they can get from Patrick Ngwago to speak to us, hopefully. But let's quickly go to the MPFL. Come to you, Mr. J. Canopilas are set to appoint a new manager after Paul Ofa has been told, okay, after a meeting, mutual agreement to go home. Thank you for coming without kicking a ball. Sorry, he's not playing. Without coaching a match.
Without leading, exactly. Without
7 hours on the job. That's a record.
Without being in charge of any match.
Exactly. We hear Paul Ofa has penned an emotional message to the fans and players of management of Canopilas after he was dropped as the head coach of the club. According to Ofa, he says to the Canopilas community, including supporters and players, I'm ready to inform you that after a series of discussion with the club management, we have mutually agreed to part ways. While my time at Canopilas has been brief, I always greatly appreciate the opportunity to work with such a passionate and committed group. I'm happy here that they had a conversation with him and they did not go the old route of just telling him, Ofa, pack your load and go.
Pack and go.
Yeah, so they had a conversation with him and he's happy that at least they must have agreed on something.
Now, Mr. J, you want to have a take on that?
Yeah, you said it's nice. Well, it's good from the way the disengagement was. They come to terms with one another and then it is disengaged. But then, talking about all that has been happening in our football or in our games, lack of preparation, like the Unity Cup you are talking about, the defending champion, you say they are yet to indicate whether they will play in this friendly competition. Is it friendly or not? We don't know. How do we prepare for upcoming seasons? How do we prepare for competitions that is ahead of us? It's a very, very big thing that we need to come back. It is, if you want to be successful, you have to put in proper preparation.
Absolutely.
The season will start at by 31st of August.
Exactly 31 days from today.
31. And a team or a club has no coach yet.
They were appointed. They said they set to.
They will appoint. What kind of preparation? Where would they do their preseason?
According to the National State Minister or media officer, said they don't need a board to prepare. The coaches are there. The coaches are there.
Imagine, is that how things are done? And then at the end of the day, we will be blaming ourselves, blaming the players that who are not successful in competitions. Come on, how?
They're not playing the continent.
How?
Now, let's look at it this way.
Okay.
Coach Ofor was sacked by the new Kano State FA as a result of the previous board management rancor they had with the Kano State FA.
But now, okay, but just a moment, just hold your thought. Apologies for that. It seems we've got that man all the way from Abuja, Patrick Ngwago, the general coordinator of the Unity Football Competition. Hello, Mr. Patrick. Good evening and welcome to Sport Lounge.
How are you, sir?
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. How are you today?
I try my best to be like you every other day of the week and twice on Sunday. But anyway, let's go. Let's rush because of time. Quickly, tell us, what's the Unity preseason tournament all about?
Well, Unity preseason tournament.
Can you hear me?
Enable all the premiership.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The premiership northern region to prepare themselves for the new season. So we've been on for the past 4 years, and the support has been tremendous. So many of the clubs are always itching to come for Unity preseason tournament in Abuja.
Okay, talk to us. We hear Nasarawa United. We hear a certain team as well from Abuja, EFCC. But give us up to speed. Which are the teams are ready to participate in the competition this season?
We are going to have teams like Nasarawa United. They have completed their formal registration formalities. Niger Tornadoes, they've completed their formalities. We are expecting Plateau United. We're expecting Mighty Jets. We're expecting Casina United and Kano Pillars. So then we'll now have some, maybe 2 NLO teams here in Abuja to compete.
Okay.
All right, quickly, Mr. Patrick, in your explanation on the Unity Corp, you made mention that the tournament focuses on teams from the northern zone. If we have teams that coming from the west or from the south, will the Unity Corp open their door to receiving these teams, or it is just for the teams that in the north?
No. Our emphasis is for teams in the north. But we, the northerners, our hands are always open. We are very friendly. We accommodate our visitors. So any team that is interested, like rivers signify interest to come. If they come, we accept them. We are good. We in the north here. We are good in receiving visitors.
Well, it's Mr. Patrick, it's a good innovation. Having a preseason tournament organized for clubs like this is a very good thing to do. But then, way of moving forward, the way it's done with the elite clubs we support and we see out there, is it possible these formalities are done before the season closes, so that before we go into the break, the clubs who will be participating in this tournament will know that, okay, this is the preseason tournament or the preseason games or friendlies they are going to play? Yeah, is it possible so that it won't be a crashing like the season will start 31 days from now, and some clubs will expect them to participate and not even have not even formalized, or we are not very sure of them yet? Is it possible we'll do early preparation, early planning?
Yes, that is our dream, and we hope that one day we'll get there. You see, when you organize a preseason tournament in Nigeria, what you always look at is the calendar. We are very lucky that this year that the calendar is trying to be a little bit stable. If it continues this way, by next season we see it taking off as at when due. Then we, the organizers of the preseason tournament, will now start reaching out the teams on time and telling them that the preseason tournament will complete your formalities early enough.
Yeah.
So it's the calendar that determines the whole thing. Because normally preseason tournament is supposed to be a tournament with our teams.
Yes.
2 weeks. You take it maybe 21 days before kickoff. So when you are leaving tournament, you are entering the league proper.
Exactly.
And that is where we have got here. We can, after the preseason tournament, there was one we played. After that, we now spend another 3 months before the league will kick off. It doesn't all go well.
It's true.
All right, finally, before we let you go, Mr. Patrick, we know that when it comes to venues right here in Abuja, it is of a little concern. So which of the venues should we be expecting at the Unity Cup to kick off?
And then to add to this quickly, talk to us about the successes of this tournament. Don't forget, we've seen a player like Ubechule and Frederick, the guy from the Twins, also being picked out from this tournament. Talk to us about the success of the tournament and, like he said, the venues you have picked out or mapped out for the tournament.
Yes, we are looking at Area 3 and the Go project. Area 3 will give you the means that you will have enough people coming to watch the tournament. But when we go to the Go project, the federation attention, because that is where their office is, they will have opportunity of coming around to look at the players and see those that can fit into any of the national team. Yes, just like you asked, the preseason tournament, the Unity preseason tournament, we have had a lot of successes. Onuche Obuche played for Fosla Academy in one of the seasons, and he was discovered from there and taken to the national team, and from there to Esperance in Tunisia. Frederick Benjamin, he was the best player at the first edition. He came with Simon Ben Academy, the academy that belongs to Simon
Simon Moses.
Moses Simon of the Super Eagles from Kaduna. And after that, the national team coaches, they discovered him and take him to national team. And today, I think he's in Europe. There are many players, especially the rookie teams. That's why we'll give amateur clubs the opportunity to play among the Premiership clubs. After like 2 seasons ago, Lobby signed 6 players from an amateur club immediately after the tournament. So
Wow.
these are the games.
For free.
Yes. Yes. 6 players from
Wow.
an amateur team. Immediately at the end of the chairman of Lobby said, you crossover, you crossover,
All right.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Patrick, for being part of the show.
Yeah.
A pleasure having you every day of the week, and I wish you success in this upcoming pre-season tournament happening here in Abuja. And Voice of People will be there as well.
And excited.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Voice of People will be there as well. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, fine, boy. Before we run out of the studio and take a short break, guys, let's run. We hear that one man has finally gotten the job as officially the substantive coach. Talking about Majin Mohammed at the Niger Tornadoes, especially now he's not the technical advisor that we can hear. Certain Chidebe Woboro, the captain of Enugu Rangers, have moved over to APR in the Rwanda Premier League. He won't play in the MPFL again, at least not anytime soon. And then, of course, I started Ananyo Iwala. We know him very well in his time here in the Nigerian Premier League. He will be playing for MC Algiers after moving from his former club, RC Belzidad of Algeria, in that country. Murphy is injured. We hear he picked up a long-term injury.
He'll be out for the year.
Absolutely sad one. Really sad one. Fine boy.
Over the weekend, we'll try to make a time to look at all our players, especially from the NPFL, talking about their moves to Mauritania, to South Sudan, to Tunisia,
Uzbekistan, Afghanistan.
As long as that these players are playing in the Nigerian Premier Football League, we will look at the weekend and take a time to give you all of their moves.
Absolutely.
Especially players moving from NPFL clubs to
clubs
another NPFL club.
That one is
intra-club movement.
Anyway, we hear the under 18 team, male and female, already preparing. Have already begun their zona qualifiers in Abidjan. We'll wait and see how they pan out. They're trying to qualify for the African Championship. And a certain man, this is the biggest news I had yesterday. I was so happy when I heard this one. We know him so well as Me Too. Yes, in the Tigers. Chimezie Me Too. He signed a 1-year deal with FC Barcelona, and he left his team. Talking about Detroit Pistons in the NBA.
Such a fantastic player. He was voted the man of the match when he was playing for the handball team, and then he crossed over to the basketball team, breaking boundaries, setting trailing the blaze, and of course setting the pace. Such a fantastic guy. Under 18, and he has been very phenomenal. Quickly, Sport Bishop, let me talk about Coach Mohammed Mazin.
Please
He was a substantial coach for Niger Tornadoes virtually all through last season, and a coach to have been able to be named 6 times among the nominees for the coach of the month. He deserves to
get
be
the job permanently.
Absolutely. He won it twice in the season that just ended with the likes of Coach Fidelisi,
Judge,
and the rest are winning those competitions. For me, he is the right man for the job. Talking about Niger Tornadoes.
Mohammed. Okay, guys, wish him all the best of luck. We leave Messi a best luck in his new endeavor for the under 18, where we have the captain who just played at under 18 handball. Once did so well, and now he's also in this under 18 basketball team. I wish I could play sports at this age, but maybe sometime.
You play with your mouth.
Absolutely. We'll take a breather. We'll take a break, guys. When we come back, we'll go in straight, of course, to what's happening in Paris. The Olympics of Philly is in the news, and of course, we can't leave you without giving the transfer gist. Come on, guys. If you're a fan of Ismail Assar, welcome him back to the Premier League. All this and more. Don't go nowhere. Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, it's two Voice of the People. Now the 6.1 FM Abuja, and this is your Sport Lounge. On the show, like we always do, we bring you everything sport, and this time we're heading out to the foreign. But before then, guys, like I did say, you can listen to us on Radio Garden. It's simple. Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja. And of course, you can watch us live on YouTube on Voice of the People, 96.1 FM Abuja. And please interrupt us. The phone lines are already up and running, like you already heard in the first part of the show. It's 0808-312-8618. I'll take that again. 0808-312-8618. And of course, I've got Franklin and Mona, the finance by Talking Sports. And of course, Mr. J. I call him MJ. He sits there. But come on, the second number to call us is
0700-010-961-961. 0700-010-961-961. You can as well reach us on WhatsApp with those numbers. Yes, interrupt us with a WhatsApp call, WhatsApp voice note, or WhatsApp message. We will definitely give attention to your voice. And also on YouTube, we are currently streaming live on YouTube. Address VOP 96.1 Abuja. That is Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja. You can also drop your comments on YouTube, and we will give it attention.
Don't forget, drop your WhatsApp message, WhatsApp voice note, WhatsApp call, or send us a message, any of the numbers, and voila, we'll be in your speakers. Without time, guys, let's jump to the foreign saying. Where else but of course to France, Paris. Come on, guys, it's 2-3-1. I know you want to get an update. There's nothing good happening in France right now. The only thing is that the Super Falcons have been humbled by a Japanese counterpart. 3-1, 80 minutes gone in that encounter. But let's move to something very shocking this morning. We hear that a certain Favor Philly has blamed the AFN and the NOC for exclusion from the 100 meters. She went to her social media handle and posted a long epistle calling them out for their poor for not registering her despite her qualifying for the Olympic. One man talking about it as well, talking about the AFN under talking about Samuel Onikekun has come out clear that they did register Ophili. They said it's a shock on why the name of sprinter Ophili got missing from the 100 meters event at the Olympic. The reigning 100 meter queen Ophili has raised the alarm this morning on discovering that her name was not on the list of competitors for the 100 meter event. She accused the AFN of deliberately omitting her name from the 100 meters event. On swift reaction, the AFN has said this morning that it is shocked and they are doing all they can to ensure that she gets to run. That's according to AFN Technical Director Onikeku. One man is reading out the riot squad, is the Minister of Sport, and he's telling us that heads will roll. Yes. He said, I will not tolerate this utter recklessness. It's highly inexcusable, and there will be thorough sanctions after investigation into where and from this gross negligence.
And from me, just being shocked, expression of shock is not enough for me, because this is
every time something bad happens, you hear that our leaders will tell you they are shocked. They are not, but when something good happens, they are aware.
Being shocked,
really sad,
being shocked is not enough.
Yeah.
This is Olympic.
But how do we make this mistake? The biggest sporting event in the world.
We know it's coming up. We've been preparing. Is it
for years?
Is it that there are hands there that are incapable, or they don't know how? It's unexcusable for me, and I think the head just have to roll to serve as death run.
Okay, now let's.
Boy, now he's a professor. He has brought his books out.
Yeah, let him roll. Let him roll them out.
Educate us, please. What went wrong?
Let's look at what actually happened. Now, the AFN, that is the Athletic Federation of Nigeria, had their calendars with all the athletes that will be competing in the game of athletics. And now we have the NOC, that is the National Olympic Committee, in collaboration with the Ministry for Sport, to which we have Senator John Eno as the minister. Now, in the defense of the AFN, said that the scorching sun in Paris was the reason why Favor Ophili was not registered for the 100 meters race, simply because she will be competing for in the 200 meters as well as the 4 by 100 meters.
Yeah.
And then they say that the recovery time for Ophili will not be enough.
But the AFN are saying that they registered her.
Just a minute, they said they had a meeting with the coaches who understands those players, and on the advice of the coaches, the likes of Favor Ophili and 3 others names withheld were removed from the 100
Your best 100 meters runners.
And this woman said, talking about her favor, she remember that she qualified with the best time in the whole of Africa.
Absolutely.
She has been training for this particular game in the Olympics, Mr. J. Sport Bishop, for 4 years. And you carry out
and this lady missed out of the last year due to that water issue where 16 athletes could not participate. Remember? So it's going to be 2 years in a row.
That, they are saying, well, for countries like Jamaica, countries like USA, they also have athletes that are pulled out, to which those athletes did not come out to say we are not running. They are there. Go check the list of athletes that will be running for the 100 meters race. Their names are there. And Favor Philly, her name is missing. And if you can carry out that kind of move, why don't you inform the athletes? Let it be a choice that, oh, take me out or better say, I want to compete. It is my body, it is my decision and not yours. The NOC is blaming the AFN, the AFN is blaming the sport ministry. The sport ministry is saying we are not aware that something of this nature happened, and this woman has been, she has been sad mentally, she has been down. How will she have that mental courage, or how will she pick up herself to compete in the next games? This is so terrible. We are yet to delve into the issue of boxing, where our athletes we are tested positive. We just touched it a little bit, talking about the kids issues.
Yeah, we didn't delve too much.
But there are lots of undertones to these things, and the sport minister is saying, I am not aware. Why won't you, the number one man when it comes to sports in Nigeria, you are not aware? Some people said he was busy scouting for coach for the Super Eagles, and they forget that something of this nature is happening.
And what does that spell? That is not capable, that the job overwhelmed
you. We are going to investigate this matter more, not just now, because this is too heavy a mistake to overlook.
I think the ministry can be exonerated because there are people to handle this, if you ask me.
It doesn't matter.
The AFN, what happened to them?
It doesn't matter.
That is why I say investigation should be made.
This is a woman that have won us laurels in Africa.
Our medal hopeful.
This is her strongest.
I
repeat, her strongest. Going to the Olympics. She has trained 4 years for this. Why would you carry out such such move without informing her? They seem that there's this communication gap.
I'm trying to see beyond the ordinary.
Incommunicado. There's the bridge between the communication between coach, the players, and the AFN. Because a player shouldn't be coming to social media to rant if she was properly communicating about the decision to drop her from the 100 meters. Even though I still think it's a wrong move because she's our fastest player, our fastest athlete, heading to the 100 meters.
Not minding the fact that she put in proper preparation, training.
She wanted to qualify.
She wanted to, and she did all she could. And
she ran more 100 meters than 200.
And she qualified. She has her mind casted on running.
Remember, she was part of the team that was at Budapest in Hungary earlier this year for the championship. She was also at
Cameroon.
Of course, she participated in
the African championship.
Absolutely, she was at Birmingham last year to participate for the.
She was in Delta State for the Nigerian trials.
Why would you do that, Sport Bishop? Not Sport. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. Why would they do that? And they are blaming the weather. This is an African mover.
Come on, we have to.
I wish.
Badminton, here, will battle Lee later today. This was after he was beaten by no other than Tobias Quenzi of Switzerland, 22-20, 14-21, 2 sets to love in his first group game. Looks like it's not good readings for Nigerians again. Tobias humbling our own Africa number one.
Well, the scoreline wasn't that huge, even though it is too low.
How do you go you from 3 points up to lose the first set and then you not capitulate in the second set?
That's your thought, but for me, it wasn't too terrible for a certain Okpeyori. He still has a game later today to redeem his image, and I know that he will come back strong because at this man, when it comes to his mentality, is quite up there. He has seen it all. He has done it all in Africa.
Absolutely.
And talking about the Olympics is the biggest sporting event in the entire world, and I hope he does a comeback because he's one man that we are looking at to at least win us a medal, if not bronze, but silver or gold. He's the only representative in badminton for Nigeria. So we are he's absolutely behind.
Like the Tigers play France tomorrow. What's your expectation
against
France host?
I don't have any hope there.
After you beat world number 3, are France in the top 3?
I don't have any hope there, my brother. Don't ask me why. That is me. Because if you look at what's happening, I don't want to just give myself put myself
After
under.
forcing yourself to watch the Super Falcons game, you were duress.
Well, for the team that did well in their first
Oh yeah,
game,
they beat 1/3. Oh yes,
blowing the likes of Australia
the
away.
pile of
So
Australia.
me, I will call them a 1/3, losing just 1 quarter, winning 3 quarters.
Yeah,
And that's
1/4. They won 3/4.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'll give them 3 over
3 over
1.
1
Losing
over
1.
Okay, 1 over. Okay,
Okay.
3 over.
Wait,
No,
no,
3 is to 1.
Is it the ought to win or not to win?
Okay, guys. Okay.
It is a mental upgrade for them.
I'm optimistic.
I don't want to be optimistic again, but it's possible. Yeah, it's me. I said me.
The Tigress is the only sweet thing moving forward in the Olympics.
Okay, the word sweet is what we'll hold on to. Anyway, guys, call us on 0808-312-8618, 0808-312-8618, or 0700-010-96196. Well, let's talk about Fever Philly and the issue of how they registered, not registered. It seems to be all bad news, from the doping ban to our bad performances, and now again to our best athletes not being registered. I don't know where we go from there, but guys, let's run because of time, and let's touch down the transfer market. I'll try to do a squeeze. We heard that Frukuk is in talks with West Ham to join up with the team. He's 31 years of age.
Fantastic.
And the man wants him there. Chelsea have signed goalkeeper Philip Jorgensen from Villarreal for £20.7 million. Forget how many more years. 7-year contract that we can confirm to you. Atletico Madrid are in Chelsea to over talks for a certain Conor Gallagher. We hear that they're trying to convince him, and they are yet to agree personal terms with him. Palace have signed, of course, Ismail Assar for £12.5 million, and he has signed a 5-year deal. That's the latest in the transfer market. I'll start with you, Mr. J. What's your big point from the transfer market?
He will tell you, Calafiori.
Yeah, well, you.
Ismail Assar, Frukuk, you've got.
Hold on.
He
just kicked me to say something.
Okay.
And
But we didn't mention California.
No, it's one of the transfer situations in this summer so far.
Absolutely.
A team who had the best defense last season.
Arsenal?
Still, yeah, they have the best.
Consider less goal than Man City.
Yeah, they have the best defense last season.
Oh wow!
And
it's shocking to me.
And they still feel that there's
They can do
an
more.
area there to improve.
What is there to improve? The defense
Because
or the
Arsenal
attack?
hears that strikers wins you games,
Exactly,
but defenders
defenders
win
It
you
is-
trophies.
Arsenal's target is
but last
trophy.
season,
Hold on.
Arsenal defenders did not win them the trophy.
Arsenal is targeting trophy.
Let's take the score. Hello, what's the name where you calling from? Hello, what's your name and where you calling from? Keep it at 60 seconds.
Hello,
What's your
Evidence, we
name,
can hear you.
Go ahead, talk to us.
Hello?
Yes,
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Perhaps you have to call us back at the network playing pranks on us. Once again, the
Absolutely.
number is 0808 312 8618. Or better still, you can try our order line at 0700 010 961 961.
Jay was saying something.
Yeah. I'm just confused.
Please don't be confused because for Chelsea.
Your defenders did not win the title last
For
season.
Chelsea, we hear that Chelsea are looking at a drop in the price tag for Conor Gallagher
yeah.
for him to leave. If you
They
ask
want
me,
to force him
I
out.
would say that is a crazy move. Recall that towards the end of the season when Enzo Fernandez picked up that injury and
Yeah.
Conor Gallagher stepped in, it was a smooth and blissful ride for Chelsea.
My
For
brother,
Chelsea to
see,
let this guy
see,
go, to me, it will break my heart.
After Cole Palmer last season for Chelsea, which other player?
Conor Gallagher.
Conor
for me.
Gallagher. And then, but you shouldn't be surprised because Chelsea is a club who've seen that, okay, there's a team that is interested in signing players without making use of them, good use of them, or a team that is fond to be selling their best hands.
Wow.
They sold
Arsenals now.
Kovacic. They sold Kovacic to
Man
City. He won the league with
won trophies.
if you ask me, is Kovacic not a good midfielder that will that is
Transfer market, guys, because of time. Come on, our time is quite spent. But quickly, we'll let you know that Kylian Mbappe has bought a major stake in League 2 club in Cannes. Fantastic gift. I must tell you that Jurgen Klopp has distanced himself from the England job.
I don't do.
He no duo, but one man Yerilono, we hear is wearing a protective boot and is on crutches in LA. in Man. Come on, new signing already wearing crutches. What's going on at Manchester United? And of course, Anibude's career goes on after his doubles win with Dan Evans. They won 6-3, 6-7, 11-9 against Bojan, Sander, Gil, and Jurgen.
Best moving forward. If he can win the double, it will help him end his career in a half.
Okay, money-friendly games tonight. We hear Arsenal will be in action.
Manchester United
Liverpool will be in action as well.
Man City have failed to win 2-2 draw against Barcelona.
Conceded 9 goals in 3 games.
Oh yes,
Very terrible.
But then that's just
you cannot tell me that's preseason. Last season, preseason, Man City, they're blowing everybody away. Conceding 9 goals in 3 games and losing.
So, Fanboy, do you think that Man City will not be able to replicate their form of last season? Are you thinking of any drop in
guys? Don't worry, guys. Before the season begins, we'll ask that big question. The big question is there
fans must be ready to carry
the trouble in paradise? We'll talk about that later on. But guys, massive thank you, Jay, for your time. And of course, Fanboy, my partner, come on.
Always a pleasure.
Every day of the week and twice Sunday.
Can we squeeze 20 seconds?
Okay, just 30 seconds, please. 30 seconds. What do you have to say? Talk to me. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Oh, wow. Okay, unfortunately, come on, we'll do this tomorrow, guys. Massive thank you from Mr. J, I, and Fanboy. We would say
we're done.
And we're gone.
God bless.
No stress. Guys, enjoy your weekend. It's VOP, the voice of the people. Up next is news around Abuja, and one young man just walked in. Maybe not too happy, but come on. He will give you the news. Bye for now, and have a fantastic day.